You can start chatting with Copilot by clicking here on the Copilot action at the top right. So let's go ahead. And now there are a couple of options. So first of all, you can use or you can enable prompts. So for example, find, explain, guide. So by doing this, you will see that a prompt will appear here at the bottom in the ask a question field. So for example, if I click explain, you can see help me understand, and then I can enter, for example, something like posting groups. So now by clicking on enter, you will see that Copilot starts working, and after a few seconds, some of the results will show. So it will guide me to Microsoft Learn or Microsoft Docs, where I can find more information on posting groups. So there we go. So first of all, general information, and then 3 references. So like I just said, how to set up posting groups, so information or documentation basically from Microsoft Learn. So that's one option. You can also just enter a question yourself. So for example, I would like to know so that's one option, but you can of course also just enter a question yourself. For example, I would like to know where I can find the purchase receipt date. So general question, I would like to know where the purchase receipt date is displayed. Again, the program, so Copilot, will start working and will make some suggestions. So basic information on the purchase receipt date, and also with a reference to documentation on Microsoft Learn. Now this is general information on how Business Central works, but you can also ask Copilot information on data in Business Central. Now here in Business Central we're managing projects, so if I quickly show you the projects and that I have in my demo company, so you can see setting up work areas and so on. Now we have resources scheduled and planned on these projects, and I would like to know on which projects Lina is planned. So I can now ask a question or ask to show me the planning lines for Lina. So this should give me an overview of all the projects where Lina is scheduled on. And you see, this is now a question not on how the business functionality works, but on the data that I have in my company. So now it's finding the relevant data, and after a few seconds you will see there is an overview. So I can see that Lina is planned on project 1210, 1310, and so on. So I can click on one of these actions. This will open the project planning lines for this specific project, reception area remodeling, so where I can see indeed where Lina or on which tasks Lina is planned. So now I can continue the conversation with Copilot. So I could ask, for example, are any of these projects closed? So I would like to know if these projects are still active. So is Lina actually planned, or some of these projects maybe already closed? So now it's looking up records. So again, I will have to wait for a few seconds, and then I will get the information. So none of these projects for Lina are closed. You can view more details on the project page. So these are just a couple of examples that you can that show how you can officially use Copilot to get more information on how the business functionality works, but also to quickly find relevant data in Business Central.